But either way, write great books and write them without AI. What is up, my friend? Welcome back to the channel. We are like 15 or so away from reaching 1,000, which is awesome. So if you hadn't hit that like button, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. But today I want to talk to you guys about writing good books. So there are a few things that I think are problems with that idea. And that is, when you look at books for writing good books, they're usually written from an industry that's 20 years ago. Point in case. And again, this is no shade. Writing a book is hard. I get that. Writing great books is hard. And the person I'm going to reference has written a lot of great books. However, it's a different time. And if you read some of their recent books, okay, look, we live in a world where you can't say anything critical about someone despite how many disclaimers you give. So I'm going to say this person is a really great author, writer person. However, right now, some of the stuff ain't so great. Anyways, they wrote a book. His name is Stephen King, one of the most successful authors in the world ever. Wrote a book about writing, and I read it thinking, okay, I'm going to get the gems of writing. And for me, and let me know what you thought, it just wasn't all that great. And so then I went on a search of this journey of how can we find good writing books on writing? And I don't want to, there is some good information out there, but for the most part, it was okay. With the exception of Jessica Brody's book. I really like that book about Save the Cat. I really like the way she did Save the Cat write a novel. And of course, it was written kind of for a contemporary novel writer. But some of the other stuff, I'm like, you guys, and I also like Story, which is another book. That's good. So I guess there are a couple. Story was a long read. I like the idea of Story. Let me put it that way. It was a interesting read. Anyway, so there's some good stuff in everything. Let me just put it that way. But here's why I think we're struggling with writing good books. Writing a great book is hard. It's difficult. It doesn't have to take forever. Now, I'm not going to go you got to take 3 years, 4 years to write it or whatever. But it is hard. And recently, we are afraid of hard. And so we end up with meh books. I want to encourage you to study the craft of writing by reading some of those writing things just to get some ideas. And then actually, here's what I would say, do that's way better than anything. And because this book right here, where is it? Is it over here? Yes. So this book right here, Who Better Than You, Will Packer. He's a filmmaker. He's made like huge films. When I read this book, I was like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for writing a book that I actually like. This book right here, business book. I read it and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. I want more books that say, oh my gosh, thank you. Of course, you guys know I have books everywhere. This book, love Blue Ocean Strategy. If you are looking to do business stuff, 'cause I love it, read that book. This book right here, great book. In my opinion. What else we got? I'm clearing out all my bookshelf behind my thing there. Great book on writing. Great book. It just came out. So I'm saying all that to say, we need more great books. We need more books that make people go, oh my gosh, I can't wait to read that. And we don't have them. And I'm telling you, as you can see from my office around here, I read a lot of books. And a lot of times they're kind of wah. So that's why I'm saying we need for you to write books. And we need you to do it without artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can prompt your brain to start doing some stuff to, kind of get it going. But here's what's going to happen. And you can save this, bookmark this video. If everyone's trying to use AI to prompt, guess what everyone's going to sound like? the same person. And that person, let's keep 100, is not going to be a very diverse, very multiple experienced kind of person. That person's going to be whatever's been programmed in the AI. And you can't put all life experience. You can't put a Southern Asian man's life in AI. They can't write it. There are Asian people in the South who have stories to tell. And AI can't write that story. You can't write the story of, let's just say, an African or a Nigerian immigrant in Spain. AI can't write that story. You can't write the story of an Englishman in New York. Like I did that. These are things that AI can't do. And no matter how much you put them in there, you can't write from that experience being artificially intelligent. You just can't. So all I'm saying to you is, while everyone else is going on this AI prompt, get it to sound like a best-selling author, would it make more sense just to be a best-selling author? Would it make more sense to do the hard work to create a great book that people love? So I can tell you what's going to happen. Everyone's going to fall in love with this stuff. They're going to try to write AI books and all these other things, and they're going to get out there, and they're going to have a day. They will definitely have a day. But you know what's going to happen after that? People, like with disco back in the 80s or 70s or whenever it was, it happens all the time. This is like history repeating itself. People are going to get tired of the glitz and the glam and the artificial this and the program that, and they're going to turn back to grunge. And they're going to turn back to gangster rap, because it's like we're tired. We'll get tired of the AI feel, and we'll know exactly what it is. We'll know exactly what it sounds like or reads like when we read it. And we're going to be like, I'm tired of that. Can you give me something very real? And guess what? You can be the answer to that when they come back around. You can actually be the answer of it while we go through it. So how about that? You like apples? How about them apples? That's all I have to say today. Write great books. I'm going to actually start offering you guys on this channel, if it's interesting to you. If it's not interesting to you, then I won't do it, because I don't want to bore you. But I've been studying a lot of like sports stuff, just because my kids do that, and some gaming stuff because my kids do that. And there really isn't a place online that I found where people are like, I'm just going to really dive into the craft of acting, and not from one like dimension, not from just the Western canon or the Eastern canon, but from all places. I'm going to start digging at places that are contemporary, excuse me, that are new, that are just different resources, so that we can create these great bodies of work, because I'm just tired. I'm tired of all of the bad writing, and I want there to be people like you to write great books. People like me write great books. And I think we need to start expanding our research in where we find our inspiration on how to do this. And so I'm going to be a catalyst for change, if that would serve you. If you think that's something you would like to see, like, I will dig for the books for you, because I am tired of reading. I'm excited about reading great books, but I'm tired of reading the same old tropes set in the same way. I'm not tired of the tropes. I'm not tired of the way the books are laid out. I'm just tired of the same ones with the same people. I mean, with the same family situation, with the same struggle. It's like, can we do it with like a different character in a different country, or with a different life experience, or just can you mesh it up a little? We're not doing that. So instead of complaining about it, I want to be the change that I want to see. But either way, write great books, and write them without AI. There, I said it. AI can be like a little thing to kind of get your brain going, but if you're on here, please don't fall into the trap of trying to write AI books. It's a fad. It will go away. Now, AI is going to be great for like programming and math and all the the analytical stuff. It's going to be great for that. Solving problems, all these things. It's going to be wonderful for that. But creativity, No, it's just not. It's like, that's a totally human thing. Anyways, I'm not going to get on that trap. But anyways, hope this is helpful. If you'd like to go on this journey with me about finding other resources to read where we can kind of expand our palette and expand our knowledge and write great books during this time without using AI, make sure you click that like and subscribe button, leave a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, peace. Bye.